Dr. Robichaud is here tonight. They take care of your kids through the year. They are at our varsity football games. They come up on Wednesdays and help with any injuries and evaluate players. They take care of our kids. She does an amazing job, and we're so thankful to have our two team doctors, Dr. Robichaud and Dr. Piper. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to thank Ted Bell. Ted Bell is here tonight. Everybody should know Ted Bell by now. If you're a freshman parent, you don't know Ted Bell. Ted Bell takes a lot of the pictures for all of College Park. He runs Student Center. He's at all of our events. He's here tonight. He's put together a slideshow. He captures the experience of your sons throughout their time and does an amazing job and is a big support of ours. Let's give Ted Bell a round of applause. Next, I want to thank our parents. Parents, if you come to a Booster Club meeting, you hear me say it all the time. I know not everybody gets to come to a Booster Club meeting or can't make it, but I pretty much say all the time at the Booster Club meeting that you have amazing, amazing kids. Your kids are a joy to coach. They make it easy to wake up every day and go to work. They do what they're asked. They work hard. They're fun to be around. And y'all's support and what y'all done with your kids is amazing. And we couldn't do what we do as coaches, and we couldn't be where we are right now as a football program without y'all's support. And we want to thank the parents. So thank you, parents, for all that you do. Next, I want to thank our band, Cheer, Reveliers, ROTC, and all the different groups that make Friday nights special. Going to a Friday night football game in the state of Texas is an event. There's a lot that goes on in that 3-hour time period. It's special. We play at Wood Forest, which is a beautiful stadium. The Division III National Championship's been played there a couple years. We've got the band. The whole thing on a Friday night is special. And I want to thank all of them for what they do to make those Friday nights what they are. We couldn't be where we were without the support from all our support groups. Next up, I want to thank my coaches and trainers. These coaches work extremely hard. They dedicate a lot of their time they sacrifice a lot of their time to be with your sons. They work 7 days a week from basically the first day of August until December essentially. So they work year round. They're up there during the summer pushing your kids. They sacrifice time away from their own families. And they care about your kids. They really do. I'm not always the easiest person to work for, and none of them have left me the last 3 years, so I'm very appreciative for what they do on a day-to-day, because they're the ones that work with your boys. They're the ones that are out at the practice, in the meetings, doing all that it takes to be successful. And I'm very, very supportive of them. And I'm very thankful for the coaches, and thanks to our spouses. It's not easy being a coach's wife. There's a lot of times where they've got to take care of the kids and be by themselves, and so thank you to all the wives and spouses and the children for the sacrifices that y'all make to be a part of College Park football. Tonight, we're here. And then tonight, like I said, we're here to celebrate the seniors, all of their accomplishments on and off the field. The last 4 years has been amazing. We knew we had a special group 4 years ago when they came in as freshmen. The things that we've been able to do together has been an experience that I know none of us coaches will forget. So, it's about the friendships, the relationships, and we're going to celebrate that tonight. And hopefully they'll last with them throughout the rest of their life. So just know that, guys, y'all are always going to be a part of College Park football. We love you, and we're going to always be there to support you. So we're going to get this thing kicked off. First up, Coach Guyton and Coach Patowski. I'm going to actually have all my freshman coaches come up, and I'm going to have Coach Patowski and Coach Sweat come up. So we're going to have our 4 freshman coaches come up. Coach Sweat and Coach Patowski, and they're going to say a little bit about our sub-varsity seasons. So if we have any of our sub-varsity players, freshman or JV, if y'all can come up front and stand, we've got quite a few of our freshman and JV players, so any sub-varsity players, come on up to the front so that we can all...
One of the freshman coaches, Coach Dowling, Coach Washburn, and I'm Coach Guyton. I just want to say a short little thing about the freshmen. Our freshmen this year went 5-5. They're a spirited group, and when I say spirited, I mean we had to work with them. These guys, you got to remember, and I know everybody hates this word I'm about to say, but they had to go through a 2-year period of COVID, and it wasn't, well, they had to be flexible. They didn't know how things were going to go, and then they come into our program, where this group of guys is very structured, and things have to be done a certain way. And that way, it has to be followed, or you don't become undefeated district champions on the varsity. You don't become the first team to win a playoff game on the varsity. And these guys have fought through that. They're getting there. They're not there yet. And they got a lot of work to be done. But they have great examples by these guys that are ahead of them. And I just want you to know that our freshman group, we think has a great deal of potential to be the kind of team that these other teams have been. Thank you.
If I can have the JV football players already up there. Okay, awesome. Likewise, all the coaches coach at all levels, whether it's freshman, JV, varsity, but it's really just about learning and learn repetition about the College Park way. And the way they do that is we like to say you approach everything like a pro. Whether it's a weight room, whether it's a film study, whether it's a practice segment, individual segment, pre-game routine, you always approach it like a pro. Scouting for the varsity. These guys get their heads beat in every day by the older guys, and they want more of it. They want more of it, and they get better for it each and every day, each and every week. Whether it's mental or physical reps. There's been several times this season where they've had to overcome deficits in a football game. And they've drew from a lot of those delinquencies that the older guys kind of teach them in order to overcome those deficits. The support that they draw from the varsity guys at our home games. I'm sure that most of you guys in here have been to a home game, a JV home game, and you can see that a lot of the older guys are pulling up Magellan and Coleman lawn chairs just to go watch those guys and support those guys. So that means the world to them.